everyone, Maziwa. My name is Alexandra, call it whatever. I thought I was going to film this video in English just so that it's accessible to more people, but I'm going to make sure to add subtitles in Romanian. So, I wanted to talk to you about navy blue eyebrows in permanent makeup. Why do they feel like that? Why do they turn navy blue as years go by? It's something that I see very, very often, especially in Romania. I think it's getting better because technicians are getting better, but it's still something that you need to take out of people's minds that this is how an eyebrow tattoo should look, because that's not true at all. The first reason would be the depth. A lot of technicians, whether we're talking about the US or Romania, they tattoo very, very deep, in my opinion. I hear from clients that have had their brows done somewhere else that they were heavily bleeding, that they were bleeding even when they got home, that their face got swollen. Those are all things that are not normal with a permanent makeup procedure. So even if you have the highest quality brown on the planet and you implant it ½ inch underneath the skin, it's not going to heal brown. It's going to heal bluish. Now, what a lot of people do, they use very warm colors. They use colors that have a lot of yellow and orange in them to combat that. But it doesn't mean that tattooing deep with a warm color is the correct way to go. So try to work very soft, and you're going to get much better results when it comes to color. The second reason would be the pigment line that you choose to go with. In Romania, I still think there are technicians who use body ink for their eyebrows. It's not necessarily something incorrect, but a body ink company will never guarantee you that they haven't used blue in their composition for your brow color. So, it could be a very well-renowned company and the color could heal beautifully. But what if 5 years from now, they're gonna have a hint of green or they're gonna have a hint of blue? Why does that happen? Our colors are made out of different components. White is actually a color that never really fades out of the skin. That's why it's good to choose colors that have the tiniest amount of white in them, or none if possible. The second longest lasting color, to say so, is blue. So when the yellow has faded out, when the red has faded out, and the black has faded out, if your color has blue in it, your client will have blue eyebrows. So that's why it's a bit safer to go with a permanent makeup company, because they're more aware of this, and they're gonna make sure that the pigments that were designed for eyebrows will not have blue in them. Now, have I seen permanent makeup companies that still use blue in their eyebrow pigments? I have, so it's not 100% guaranteed either way, but this is something that it's not fully in the hands of the technician, because you could trust this company fully. You could get, healed results that look beautiful 2-3 years later, and then surprise, everybody 7 years later turned blue or green on you. The third reason would be the color choice. So, okay, you have this amazing brand of pigments. Nothing really is blue. Nothing has blue in it. However, what you do wrong is that you choose very dark, cool colors on your fair clients. On clients who have very pale skin and very cool undertones. So, to give you an example, let's say I have someone very, very pale, and her hair is dyed, or not dyed, but it's very, very dark. It's brunette, which is something that we see often in Romania. So the client comes in and I want this dark, bold color. Okay, well, to take, for example, LI Pigments, Lasting Impressions. Their color range goes from level 1 to level 6 for eyebrows. 1 being the lightest, 6 being the darkest. Even if I want to achieve something that blends in with black, I would never choose a level 6 color on someone who's very fair with blue undertones. I would probably choose a level 3. Now, when you swatch that color on someone's hand or on someone's skin, it might look a bit too warm, but trust me, when you implant it on underneath the skin and it actually gets the time to heal, it will heal like a grayish brown. It will heal more charcoaly, so it's going to blend in with the brunette that you are looking for, but it's not going to look like a blue, prison tattoo. So, yeah, that's basically the 3 reasons why I think we see a lot of blue from permanent makeup. It's actually something that I fear the most in my business and my career, and it just baffles me to see technicians that constantly give that to their clients. So, you just get a town used to the idea that it's okay, everybody should have blue eyebrows, that's just how it should look. That just baffles me. I think there's not one technician in this world who has a lot of experience in permanent makeup and has never caused a blue brow. Whoever says that is lying to you. Everybody has caused 1, 2, 3, 10 blue brows in their life, but you learn from it. You adjust your technique, you adjust your depth, you change the color line that you work with, you go lighter with your color choice, but you don't keep repeating that same mistake on other people's face. So that's basically it. In the next video, what I'm going to try to talk about is why some people fade to reddish or peachy tones, because that's another thing that seems to be bothersome to clients.